Welcome back, Audie. Today, we'll be playing Digimon Story Sleuth. And it's early morning from prom. And I'm feeling very freaking tired. Even though, still, I'm very excited to play this game again. I got a new controller. Yeah, it's Mass Effect themed. So just look at this little guy. It has buttons like any controller does, but it also has extra buttons that you can click right here. These there's 3 buttons and they can all be keyed somehow. Yeah. I mean, this game doesn't require any extra keys. But yeah, there's also a little button here that you can press. OMG. Well, a controller is for more for the Xbox, and it's very lightweight because it doesn't have any batteries. It's wire. Very lightweight, very easy to control, and it feels very good in your hands. Also very soft. And I just love the N7 logo. Okay, just freaking amazing. So yeah, that's what I'm about, buddy. And thank you to anybody who's joining me today on an adventure into the Digimon world. Oh, and the buttons, they work so good. You know, it's just it has this extra because it's a new controller. I never used this controller for games before. Not yet, anyway. Old controller. I got it like years ago. I think it was. I got it for Xbox 360. Dropped something, and that's how it looked. Yeah, it also looks pretty cool. It says Rumble P3000 3200. It's a little bit different than the Xbox design, since these Rumble thingies are together like on a PS station controllers. I think it was made exactly for fighting games since it has that style. But I used to play with this a lot. I played Xenoverse. Oh, so many hours of Xenoverse on this thing, and the same Digimon Story as well just came out, and the buttons are used up. I mean, they work, but they don't feel very good anymore. Yeah, I'm excited to use this new controller because I had this controller already for a very long time. I think like 4, maybe 5 years. Man, no, that's impossible. 2 years, a year, 2 years, something like that. And I never actually used it. That is what's interesting about it. So I'm gonna have a chance to use it. All right. Now, you remember what we did the last time in Digimon Story? I completely forgot. No, we were doing some questing. Side quest. We were doing so. Give me a moment. Okay. Yes, we were doing side activities. Digiball. Digimon is almost at the stage. You only need a couple of levels. First champion. Digiline. Correctamundo. The end zone is Monzimon. Well, I do know my Digimon. If there's one thing that I do know, it's my Digimon. If I remember correctly, there was like a Digimon. I am so sorry, buddy. I just can't help it. I have so much trouble getting up at night. Well, morning. It's 4:30. Oh, actually, 5 a.m. And it's very hard for me to get up at 4:30. I never managed to, like, I pretty much wake up at 5 minutes before 4, something like that. And yeah, why do I do it, you ask? No reason. No reason other than I just want to wake up to stream to more viewers. Because I really want to chat with more viewers, with more different people. Really enjoy talking and finding out about how people live in other countries. This is just my way of opening a window for people from other countries where it's late, but not late enough. They could join, have an adult conversation. What am I kidding? I'm never gonna have adult conversation. I can. I really can. Like, hey, if you want some intelligent conversations, I'm there. But if I'm being completely honest, I do make silly jokes a lot. Hell, I try to kind of create these videos on YouTube about my silly jokes, but they never land. I don't know if it's about the jokes. I think it's more like the videos don't actually have a point. They do have a point. I want to entertain people. But I don't think that's how people expect to be entertained. And I just need a new approach. Whoa. 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 Hey. Whoa. What is going on here? I'm gonna escape. Mina, misoide. So those are pretty much my feelings on the matter. The only reason I started YouTube is simple. I just want more viewership. I think every streamer does this. Every streamer wants more viewership, and that's exactly what I was trying to do. So if you are, let's say, thinking about starting the stream and you're new, let me share what is it exactly that you need to do. Very simple. Pick a game. Try to stick with the game. That's something that I didn't much do. And create content around that game. Content that people would feel that it brings value to them. So there is really 3 things you need to consider. Is that content funny? Does it have educational value? And is it inspirational or motivational? So most content that you will create from your videos is gonna be falling into the category of is it really entertaining? Now you could brute force it, right? You could just create a lot of videos even if they don't get many views. Like I can do that. I did that for a while. It kind of worked. One training command complete. But if you really want to bring value to people, then and create very good videos and drive a lot of traffic, that's not enough. The videos need to be engaging enough so you would get at least 30 views and at least 10,000 engaged views. From those 10,000 engaged views, maybe a couple of them will actually come to your stream. So I think the statistics are from 10,000 engaged views, you should get like 10 new engaged views. Or just 10 maybe not engaged concurrent views, but just 10 views in general. So yeah, the statistics are pretty low, but that is okay if you can get a lot of videos, concurrent videos, that are exciting enough for people to actually join your stream. I haven't figured out a way to do that. Oh, and I am very sorry, my dear viewer. I gotta check everything. Yes, everything. I've been having troubles, you see. Apparently, I'm multi-stream on Streamlabs plugin for OBS because I like OBS, and Streamlabs has a very good way to multi-stream. So, if you want to multi-stream, this is how you do it. There are several ways to do it. There's Streamlabs, there's Stream Elements live.sc, I think it's called, and Restream. As far as I know, these are the free ways. Maybe there are more ways. So Restream is a full way to do it. Streamlabs has a desktop app, but it also has an OBS plugin, and Stream Elements has its own OBS plugin. So in Restream, you need to select the bandwidth, full bandwidth for every stream. In Streamlabs, you stream directly to their server, which then gets distributed to all your different services. For Stream Elements, it's similar to Restream, where you need to select different bandwidths. So that means that for every stream, there's a certain bitrate that you need. For Twitch, for it to be stable, you want 6,000. Some streamers stream at 8,000, which is fine for them. For me, I noticed that my stream gets very laggy, so I cannot communicate with my stream good enough. The latency is just awful. Latency. And now I have a very excellent quality with an excellent bitrate, and it's very stable, and 6,000 bitrate. For YouTube, you can have more than 8,000 even. I don't remember the correct number, but like 8,000 is usually fine, right? I think it supports like 10,000 bitrate. For Kick, it's 8,000, I think. For other streams, you know, it's different. I don't have the exact numbers. Here's the thing. With stream elements, you can control bit rates individually. That means that you can have a better stream on YouTube versus stream on Twitch. I heard that Twitch is gonna increase the bit rate, so you know, I'm excited about it. But the thing about Streamlabs is that the kind of streaming that you need, the bitrate that you need to set on OBS should be put together for all of your streams. That means if you stream on 6,000 bitrate on Twitch and 10,000 bitrate on YouTube, then you need to put those two together. That means you need to be, your OBS needs to do 6,000 bitrate, which could put an extra load on your machine, which is not ideal, let me tell you. So what do you do then? Nothing. That's if you're using Streamlabs or Restream, because Restream, if I understand correctly, is exactly the same system. I haven't tried it. I've read it on their blog that you need to put you know, the bitrates together. So I'm assuming that's how it works. But on Streamlabs, you only need 6,000 bitrate to stream at 6,000 bitrate, and Streamlabs handles everything else. That means it goes to the server and then it splits the traffic directly to Twitch, YouTube, and Kick from the server at the same bitrate. So your computer has less. It needs to be tasked a little less. You don't need that many resources on your computer. And I think that's pretty freaking great. Wouldn't you agree? Another thing you need to know about multi-streaming on Streamlabs, and this is a mistake I made, is that if you multi-stream on YouTube as well, don't put very long descriptions. Find a plugin that will put the metadata descriptions on your YouTube page when you enter a stream, because if you do that, then it's not gonna change any information on all of your streams, not just YouTube, but all of your streams. Because Twitch, for example, and I think Kick as well, has only a limited number of characters that you can put in the description. For YouTube, it's a YouTube video, so you can put a lot of characters over there. What this means that, and you cannot split them up. And also, on Streamlabs, you have to write about every single individual stream every single time. Like legit, I think you would be better off if you found a new solution. Try streamer.bot. Try doing it so every time you can make this actually in Streambot, that every time whenever you activate a game, it would be, the data for that game would be updated. That is something you can do. Very interesting. Oh, and I have a question. So how would you describe yourself? I would describe myself as a funny guy, but I'm like kind of serious. I am a serious, very focused. I am someone who really enjoys working. Honestly, how sad is that? I actually do enjoy working. Yeah, I enjoy talking to people. That is one of the things that I really enjoy doing. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy working towards something. I enjoy learning, and I enjoy, I'm not sure, jokes, I guess. I really enjoy jokes, yes. I like writing. I like drawing. I'm not very good at it. But you will see. We'll get back to the things that I can do a little bit later. Learning Wednesdays. That's when we're gonna do a lot of learning. So I'm gonna be teaching myself, do a bunch of things, and then I will make those bunch of videos where I teach other people how to do stuff. It should be exciting, but we'll see. Labbed enough. Really no point in training if it lowers my stats, you know? Let's make Leopardmon into the leader because he's a fighter. That means that everybody, when they level up, they will increase their attack skill more. Now, defensive skills are very good. You want defensive skills on your Digimon. A lot of defense is good. As you can see, a lot of these characters don't have that much defense, so it makes sense to increase the defense character. Because there are other characters like Tentamon, for example, it naturally has a lot of defense. Yes. Maybe I should. Only Toy Agumon has very low attack. You know what? I'm gonna keep Tentamon as the leader of the group, of the pack, so Agumon. Because I think, you know what? Maybe everybody needs a lot of defense. I'm sure I can always find a new way how to increase attack if I need to. Just digivolve them, they get reverted back to level 1, and then as they level up, they increase their stats. So I think that's fine. Okay, that's good. Let's see, Digi-convert. I have Bottomon at 200, which is exciting. Let's Digi-convert it. Yes, yes, very good. Very freaking good. But honestly, I think it's not Bottomon that I wanted to Digi-convert. It was that Lilymon. Lilymon? The type of a Digimon? I don't know. A lot of grinding in this game is just like this. Basically, are running from one side to the net, to another one. Right? Do those side moves. Keep moving this. And turning him on. Get him. Poor guy is hurt. So this is one of the least favorite parts in the game. I don't know, I don't actually like grinding. I do it because in RPGs that's usually what you do. And there's the grinding process is not very fun for me personally. But when you achieve something that gives you, I don't know, power, for example, that is, whoa, my trigger, I get very excited about it. Well, I don't see a way of finding that Digimon again, and I don't want to waste my time here. Let's just go and finish this quest since Sarimon has evolved and all of his speed and health back. Yeah. Ah, I failed again. This boss is way too strong. I'll never beat him. Eh? Did the game mess up because I was here? That employee hasn't been able to fix the game? He's in trouble, right? But I can't stop playing it. I'm totally hooked. If that's what you really want, bring it on. I didn't want to fight you, but force my hand. Whoa. Such a little guy, he sure it packs a punch. OMG! What? What? I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Yeah, does a lot of damage, and you can take a lot of damage too. And oh, nice. Defense is down now. Jesus, I might actually lose this one. Kind of a silly animal is this? Holy shit. Losing again. Oh, this is gonna be embarrassing. Losing to a trainer type Digimon right on the stream. I will never live this down. This is embarrassing. If this keeps up, I'm fudged. Fudge bottoms. No, I'm kidding. It should be fine. It should be fine. We should win. I think we're gonna win. Damn it. Poor Terriermon. Whoa, all three of them? And I just used up my combat attack for healing up, which is, you know, it's fine, but still not the thing you want to do. Now Terriermon is a sense. I have to heal Alphamon now. Well, we don't really have a choice. As long as Terriermon has some SP, I think I will win this fight. But I really was hoping for this fight to be a lot easier than it actually is. I mean, it's a trainer stage Digimon. It's in training. It has training wheels. If you could only read one book for the rest of your life, what would it be? I think it would be Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. It's the best book ever written. Now the thing about me, I used to never read books. When I was a kid all the way up to adulthood, I never read books. I think I started reading books when I was 20, maybe 22, something like that. And you know, I would... Okay, maybe I read some books when I was younger? No, probably not. Don't think so, but I always read the self-help books, self-guide, because I tried to become better at my job, at other things. So I never read books for pleasure. I only read books for not entertainment purposes, but for learning and becoming better. I started, I think, like 5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, not 5 years ago, about 3 years ago, yeah. I started reading Harry Potter, and I haven't watched the movies up until that point, so I didn't ruin my experience. So I read the book and then I watched the movies. Okay, that's not entirely true. Actually, I read half of the book and then I really wanted to watch the movie, and I did. I regretted it ever since, because it kind of ruined my experience a little bit. Before I've watched the movie, as I read the book, like the first chapters, the characters, they were very different in my mind. They were very cartoonish, but you know, like in a good way. Like Harry's uncle, he was very different in my mind. He was a very big, large person. I mean, he was large in the movie as well. But his hair, in my imagination, was black, and he... You know that old school Disney animation when they still used to do hand-drawn animations? Well, that's how it felt to me. It was very spectacular. And McGonagall, in my mind, was a sexy MILF. I don't know why, I don't know what it was, but as I was reading it, I would imagine her being younger and curvier and sexier. So, yeah. Aw, I lost the battle too. What can you do, right? Okay, that's a promise. I'll beat the boss as soon as they fix that bug. Okay. Could you go talk to that employee? Tell him I said thank you for the amazing game. See ya. What a nice moment. You're late. How long did you expect me to wait? Did you hear me? If you worked here, you'd be fired. I'm in deep trouble, and you just disappeared somewhere. You're so cold. Huh? The game has been running and still working. I beat the boss and I'm progressing further. Thank you. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but thank you anyway. I will send send your fee onto the office. Phew. Now I won't be fired. Yeah, I don't know, mate. You'll probably still get fired. His place sounds like a very terrible place to work at. I mean, whenever you are in a work environment, you shouldn't feel that you're gonna get fired for a mistake or for something that isn't your fault. Yeah, you're trying to fix something, but it's not working, you know? And when it's not working, then we try to find out what do we do for it to work. Shouldn't feel endangered that you're gonna be fired. That is just ridiculous. You know, it's ridiculous. What the hell? Ridiculous. Since we're talking about Harry Potter. Ridiculous. Have you guys seen that scene from Harry Potter when he did ridiculous? I mean, not did, but learned ridiculous. If you haven't, there's these creatures called the Buggets. I think that's how you pronounce it. And they take a form of whatever you fear the most. Like for Ron, he fears spiders, so a giant spider appeared in front of him from this closet. And the teacher taught him the spell, just ridiculous. Which essentially you think of something very ridiculous in your mind, something funny, and you use that spell on the creature, and suddenly it becomes not so scary. For example, Neville was afraid of Snape, so a Snape opened the closet doors, and he stepped out of the closet. And professor told him to imagine something that is completely funny, that is the funniest thing that he could imagine. And no, I think, what was it? I think it's not the funniest thing, but imagine his grandmother's clothes or grandmother's, and just say ridiculous. And he did. He said the words, he did the spell, and Snape was wearing old lady's clothes, all purple, and had this very elegant hat. It was very funny. So yeah, ridiculous. This is the same thing, exactly the same thing. I think it's completely insane, because then the person that's actually working at the company, he doesn't think about how to do the job. All he thinks about is how to survive. Like, look, there will be some people that will be using a company for their own purposes, and when I say that, I mean they will not want to do anything. And I understand as an owner that you want to get your money's worth, because earning money is very hard, and maybe you feel a lot of pressure and you're afraid yourself, as a business owner. That being said, I don't think it's the right thing to do to create an environment where people are too afraid that they're gonna get fired. Because they won't work properly anymore. They won't be able to create anything. They won't be able to be themselves. All they're gonna be is stressed, and that won't bring any results. It's a stupid way of doing it. Look, here's the thing. If in a company something isn't working, it's usually the processes that are wrong and not the person. Yes, if you have very good people in the company, that they gonna build value, that they will find a way to accomplish a goal without any processes in the company. And that is true. And not everything can be processed. Some things are just intuitive. Like sales, for example. I would say in sales there's like 70%, maybe 50% of everything in sales is something you can create a process around, because it's the same thing and the same over the same thing. But then there are parts that are not the same, that are very specific. So empathy, one of those things. So you have to have empathy in sales, right? And another thing is listening. It's a very hard thing to do, to listen to somebody, because when you say listening, you think that all you have to do is just shut up and let the other person think, but it's more than that. It's not enough to just shut up and let the other person speak. No, you have to actually ask questions to elaborate on what meanings that they're trying to say. You have to actually understand these meanings, and that's what it means to listen, right? To actually understand what's being said, that means that you need to ask for more input if part of it just is not understandable to you, and it's completely okay to ask more questions. Another part in communication. Here's what I think everybody should learn about communication. Ask the hard questions. So the question that you want to ask, that you're avoiding to ask it anyway. I know it seems weird, and at times it's inappropriate, but don't be afraid to ask inappropriate questions. Not inappropriate questions, but hard questions. Specifically questions that nobody else would ask. For example, if you're on a job interview, maybe you should ask if you think you would be a good candidate for your company. It's okay. If you're seeing a new person and that person doesn't seem to be very interested in you, maybe just ask, you don't seem very interested in me. Do I understand that correctly? Like, it's completely fine. Don't be an idiot. In a way that, like, don't try to be, I don't know, don't get upset is what I'm trying to say, right? Don't get upset with their answers, and don't take anything personally. Everybody has their own deals, their own problems that they're dealing with. They have their own agendas, and that is completely fine. That's just, you're exactly the same. We're all the same, and that's part of life. But trying to tell you is that it's okay to ask somebody how they feel about you. It's okay to ask somebody questions if they are gonna do the things that they want. And it's okay to set boundaries. You shouldn't be afraid of those things. Every time you feel anxiety, this is what you should do. Tell yourself that this is good. This means that this moment is important. And just focus on the next step. Whenever you're overwhelmed with anxiety, I have lots of anxiety, this is what you do. You focus on the next step. You're having a conversation. What is the next thing you need to ask? I always get very stressed on work trips, because I go to work and my company is very chill, but myself, I feel responsible for whenever I go to another country for work. So what I would feel is a lot of anxiety that I will reach some sort of a goal there, right? Because the company is spending a lot of money for me to travel to this country to do something there, and I don't want to disappoint. I'm always fearful. It's like my issues. It's my issue, right? I'm always fearful that stuff will happen, that I will F up and people will get upset with me and they're gonna get angry. And throughout the trip, I'm always at this high peak of anxiety and stress. What do? Simple. Just focus on the next step. Whenever you feel anxiety, focus on the next step. That's it. If that doesn't work, then focus on the moment. Just focus on the moment that is happening now. And if this happens to you a lot, you face a lot of anxiety, teach yourself how to focus on the moment. Here is how you can... There are 3 moments in total. There's the future moment, there's the past moment, and there's the moment that is happening right now. And here is how you detect the future moment. If in your thoughts you're thinking about anything that is happening in the future, like you're thinking, for example, you're daydreaming about what will happen if I fail at something. That is thinking about the future. If you're thinking about what will happen, let's say if I would do this correctly and everybody will love me and something great will happen, well, that is also a future moment. The only time you want to think about the future is when you're planning something. That's it. That's the only time you want to think about the future. And when it's about the past, so you detect if it's the past. If you're thinking about a moment that happened in the past, or if you're thinking about the mistakes you did, well, that's thinking about the past. The only reason you have for thinking about the past is when you're remembering a moment that happened, and you're trying to figure out what you could have done better. So reflecting on the moment. But it shouldn't be too long. Just write it down. Write what you should have done better. And move on. That's it. As long as you keep telling yourself, how do I feel at this moment? And how does this moment serve me? And phrase it a little bit better, that's more convenient. Is this moment useful? Not moment, but are these thoughts that I'm right now, that I have in my mind, are they useful? And how do they behave? And just observe them. If you do that, you will realize that maybe your mind is jumping from one side to another. And you don't want that, right? What do? You simply focus on the moment. When you wake up, try to go for a walk. 30-minute walk with no headphones, just in complete silence when everybody's still asleep, preferably. And just go around and look at the trees, at the cars passing by, at the lights in the distance if you're in the city. Just try to observe and breathe it all in. And whenever you find yourself, just try to catch yourself whenever you start thinking about the future or the past. Whenever you do, just think to yourself, are these thoughts useful, and how do they behave? Usually they will go away. Then you focused on the future. I mean, I'm sorry, I focused on the moment. And as more as you keep doing this, the more you will be able to be in the moment when you feel anxiety. Just keep focus. Don't have any assumptions, and catch yourself having assumptions, and just tell yourself, you know what, I'm not gonna have assumptions right now. Let's see how it goes. Like, tell yourself, let's see how it goes. And I guarantee that if you focus only on the next step, you will get through this. Everything will be fine. You will be able to. You'll feel a lot better. Just try and see how it works. You just barely succeeded then. Haven't received any information as the assistant at this detective agency. Please get back to me with the information as soon as possible. Well, anyway, you're not a police detective, so at times like this, you should just do nothing. ... Anyway, moving along, I need your help with something else. I've put it on the whiteboard. You can take this one whatever you like. Come to the office when you're ready. Huh? You didn't understand what I mean? I can't tell you here. That's pretty much a rule, you know. Oh, hello there. Brr. Back entrance is so cold. It's a little better here at night. What's the most incredible thing you did that makes you laugh whenever you recall it? It's awkward. Okay, so a while back, I've posted a video. I say a while back, it was maybe like 3 weeks ago. When I started the stream, I was playing Oblivion, the remastered edition. Great game. If you like RPGs and you like Bethesda, play it. If you haven't. Seriously, great game. They fixed a lot of awkwardness that was in the first game, especially around the leveling system, which I am very thankful. So, yeah, try it. It's a good game. But anyway, in that moment, I was playing the Shivering Isles expansion pack of the game, and I was in a dungeon, and there was some bugs. For some reason, the Shivering Isles pack did not work properly. A lot of enemies would revert back to T-pose, and their animations would work. They would move I'm not entirely sure if they would attack me. I think they wouldn't attack me. They just would move, but they would be constantly in post. So one of those moments was when I was walking along the dungeon, and there was the skeleton, a monster type of a skeleton. You could notice that it's not a humanoid skeleton, but some sort of a monster, right? It had this snout and big, and these bones didn't look like human bones. And it was in a T pose, well, in an A pose. So for in game development, they make it usually right now. They make it in A pose, so arms outstretched, but they're lowered. And the classic T pose is like this. So they used to do a lot of T posing back in the day because they're to rig. Now they do an A pose because I'm not really sure why. So it was in this A pose, and I noticed it, and I just thought, oh, it looks like he's trying to give me a hug. That is so nice. So I commented on it. I said, do you want to have a hug? Do you want to have a hug? Right, and I posted it. It did not like it. It did not like it. Okay, to be fair, I kind of get it. It's not that funny, but I really find it funny. And there's a lot of moments like these on the stream that I see something and I think, man, this is funny, and I say it, and then I try to post it and nobody finds it funny. People don't think I'm humorous. People, I am very humorous. I am very funny. I am a funny guy. Why don't you like me? Don't give a shit. Like, there's no viewers on my stream today. I'm not sure why, but I guess it's fine. I don't care. I'm not crying. You're crying. Whoa, it's freezing in here. Did the AC break or something? I'm gonna go around for people to talk, even though I know that I need to get a request first. Like Dante. Right. Another rule about streaming is that you should be talking constantly. The thing is, talking constantly is hard. MG. You know, when I joined the stream, I thought that perhaps I need viewers to talk to. But if you become a big streamer, there's way too many people that you could talk to everybody, you know? So at the end of the day, streaming is sort of just talking to yourself. So what are your friends like? They're cool. There's Ryota and Sakura at school, and Nokia and Arata I met online. Hey, is it true what they say about all the scary humans? Nope. No need to worry. Got plenty of nice people. So yeah, need to talk constantly while you're on the stream. It's a very hard thing to do, no? Talking constantly about nothing. So that's why I have these automated messages. These are just topics that would help me talk about something. Great work. What do you say I pour you a cup of coffee before you before your trouble? Not before your trouble. Let's see. Let's search wanted hacker. HP capsule. This is a HP capsule. I am so sorry, my party. Mirei Mikakaru. Bruh. There are lots of bad hackers in this world. Poor Digimon. Don't you think it's time for just desserts? Sure, I love desserts. I love dessert. Dessert is nice. We got a new case from Mirei. Oh? This doesn't have much in the way of concrete details. In that case, go straight to Mirei and ask her what you... Okay. But I still want to do jokes on the stream. I really do. But, like, I enjoy jokes. I want to be joking around a lot. Levels. Dentamon. Yes, Dentamon can Digivolve. Ready, Tentamon? Digivolve. Digivolve. Tentamon, Digivolve. Abu Digimon. And I have my first champion Digimon. Electroshocker. Ripping Net. Nano Machine Break. Awesome. Digimon. Let's see, Toy Agumon is still level 9. So, we have got Toy Agumon because we want to get Sukumon. You want to get Sukumon, it's only level 12. If you want to get Platinum Numamon and all the rest. Like there are several creatures you can get. Toy Agumon, like the Starmon, and then Digivolve into another thing, which I completely forgot. I am so sorry, chat. So sorry, party. Yes. Curiosity. Cannot load Digimon. Oh, because they are max level. Oh look, 66. Dang it. I have this thing about numbers. I see a lot of 7s, 6s everywhere. 3 7s and 3 6s. Those two are constantly following me. I see more of 3 7s than I see of 3 6s, but I never see 7s. I'm like, yeah, boy. Wish of luck. When I see 6s, I do this. I cry. See, it's a tear. I cry. If you're here, you must have taken up my case. I figured you naturally come, given your close ties to Digimon. Anyway, let's get straight to the business, shall we? You've already been to Kowloon and Eden before, yes? That is correct, ma'am. And that'll make this conversation much quicker. Eden is filled to the brim with hackers who view Digimon as little more than mere tools to do their bidding. Of course, said bidding is rather malicious and illegal in nature, to put it simply. But that's why I've sought out your help on this case. I'd like you to go after one such hacker and, let's say, discipline them for these terrible hijacks. Hopefully, as one of their own, they'll learn from your example to treat their Digimon much more kindly from now on. Not even hacker might be so bad, you say? From the way you talk, I take you've met some that make you so optimistic then. Well, I'll take your word for it if you really do believe that. But that doesn't change the fact that there are indeed bad eggs out there, ones that abuse their Digimon and make them suffer terribly. So I would still appreciate if you turned up the heat on such hackers, so to speak. Got it. Thank you. I knew I could trust you to join me in such an important case. Awesome. I already found an especially malevolent hacker lurking about inside Eden. This hacker seems to be somewhere on Kowloon level 2. This one seems to be a particular nasty hacker. You'll know why. That's all I have for you right now. Thank you again for taking up this case. Once you're done, come back here and report back to me. Aye, ma'am. What exactly do you want to accomplish today to feel a real sense of achievement? Well, Jesus, why did I write these questions? Well, today, I have a lot of stuff to do at work, which I am very excited about. I work in sales and I have a bunch of clients that I want to go and meet. And I might get the chance to do it because they seem very interested in what we have to offer. And I like traveling. So if I do need to leave, probably there's not gonna be any stream tomorrow or Wednesday or both. Or maybe only stream on Wednesday evening. Since there's not much people that actually follow me, I don't think Oh, jeez Louises. I don't think I need to kind of warn anybody about it, but I'm very excited about that. I'm also constantly working on my stream, and I'm very excited to keep working on my stream. I don't know what else to tell you. I actually want to work more on the stream. I have a lot of ideas. And yeah, I also like to practice a lot. I want to practice for the stream. I want to get better at the stream. I want to write about topics on my stream. Topics that I would like to discuss on said stream. So, essentially, there's a lot of things I want to do with this stream. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, the stream is coming to an end. I think I will go meet this hacker. And yeah. Escape. Ina, nisoide. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you see, stream? Do you see how much I try for you? That's how much effort I'm putting into the streaming business. And nobody is even here to talk to me. How dare you? How dare you be so daring? This must be the hacker that Mirai mentioned. Talk to the hacker? Yes. Huh? You want me to stop misusing my Digimon and give up hacking? The hell you going on about? Digimon program's prime for hacking. I'm using it just as it was always intended. What good is a tool if I'm honestly just enjoy listening? Oh, well, that's fine. Yes, hello to you too. I mean, if you want to ask me questions, go ahead. And, you know, if you enjoy listening, that is completely fine too. Just do you. I'm sorry, I'm so flustered. You're like the third maybe person that actually wrote on my stream. And to be completely honest, that is completely fine. I understand there are some people that all they want to do is just to watch. And that is okay. I am exactly the same. Like, I like talking, but I don't really enjoy kind of being on online spaces. So this stream is a big challenge for me personally. Like, I am very afraid every single moment. But you know, I don't know. Yeah, my typical button small stream. Okay. Oh yeah, I get it. In smaller streams, it's a lot. Maybe, you know, there's sort of a connection because it's such a small stream that I can actually respond to you. So we can have a sort of conversation, which is not it's impossible on a bigger stream. There's just too many people. But yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time to actually comment. Makes me feel very excited. Like I'm very excited. So thank you. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce your name, Vea. Then it's too difficult for me. All right. What good is a tool if you don't use it, dumbass? Okay, Vey it is. So welcome to the party, Vey. Man, you're amazing. I like you. Anyone in my position would use this for their own benefit. I see that look in your eye. You got anything more to say about what I do? Just gonna have to fight me. Okay. I'm a little bit afraid of fighting, if I'm honest. Usually when I play these types of... This is your first time playing this. It's my... So, Digimon Story Sleuth is my... I think this is my third playthrough. I had a PS4 back in... Oh, I don't know. Back first when this game actually came. It came first to the PS4, PlayStation. And I played it on the PlayStation. Then I I played the second game. What was Hacker's Memory? I think it was called. Also on PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 4. Then it came to PC, the complete bundle, and I bought it. So yeah, it's not my first time. I really enjoyed Digimon. I played it as a kid, and this game, it has so many Digimon, you know. Oh, you're the same? You also like Digimon and you play this game a lot? Yeah, it's a very good game. I don't know. I just like it. And got it for people. Yeah, same here. I also played it on PS Vita. I don't know if you know, but if you had a PS4 and PS Vita, you could sort of play your PlayStation 4 games on your PS Vita. So I used to play it whenever I would wake up. And before I go to bed, I was kind of obsessed with this game. You didn't miss out much. It was a completely useless spending of money. Like nothing actually, like it was... The only feature it had was that you could use it for playing your games on PS4 when you're not on your PS4. But you can only do it while you're on the same network, I believe. Because it didn't have any way to actually connect to your PS4 while you were away, so it was like... If I'm at my house, I would just rather just sit and watch, you know, the game. Okay, anyway, let's beat this sucker to a bloody pulp. You're gonna die! Sorry. You're right, I got this. This was easy. Holy crap. Usually when I play these types of games, I spend a lot of grinding time in order to become incredibly strong. Okay. I get what you're saying. Shut up already. Will you leave me alone if I promise to treat my Digimon better from now on? Maybe. I hate having to deal with asswipe like you. You're the asswipe. The hacker seems to have repented. I should report back to Murray. So, today was a very eventful day. I cannot tell you, Wei, just how appreciated I am to have this conversation with you. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can always join my stream. And yeah, that's all the time I have for today. It's kind of sad. I was just starting to, you know, enjoy it. I would like to do the streaming business full time if I'm completely honest, but... Also, wait. Of course, man. Fucking this free. Thanks. Also, wait, if you ever join, just know that on Wednesdays, I won't be doing any gaming. So, just for your information. Part of the stream is what I want to do is to sort of learn on stream so I can then develop videos and teach other people how to do things. Usually fields of software development or drawing and so on and so forth. So Wednesdays is a day you probably want to avoid me as the plague. Anyway, thank you very much for everybody who has been tuning in. It was very fun, and I will see you all on the next stream. Peace.